G'day, my name is Nicholas from Here and Hidden, and I feel inspired to share with you an important lesson and learning that I've been exploring this year, which I feel will be of value to others out there. And it's called Finding Your Sacred Yes. Now, I don't know about you, but the waves or the storms of confusion and self-doubt press into our everyday living experience, which creates a sense of coming within myself, playing small, doubting who I am, what I stand for, what my role in the world is, what is my true worth, value, and contribution in life. And these come from subconscious patterns that ultimately want to keep the self safe, staying within the comfort zone where there is a sense of control, there is a sense of security and safety. In my exploration in diving deeper into this, they come from very deep, common collective patterns within the psyche of humanity, which is the fear of judgment, feeling afraid of what others will think of me, the fear of conflict, if others have other or differing perspectives, different experiences, whether I'll be criticized or judged or humiliated or embarrassed. Which underneath all of that is the fear of rejection. Who I am and what I represent is somehow not okay, is somehow wrong or distorted. These, of course, are not true, but within the everyday walking experience of life, they can be very believable and they can have a significant impact on how we show up in life. And that certainly has been my experience in life at various chapters in various times. So during this year, what really came through a fellowship that I share with my comrade Sam Helen and also others was to really deepen into my sacred yes. What is my sacred yes? And we made a distinction that the sacred yes is different to what we called our fuck yes, or my personal desires, what I want in life. There is a distinction between these two things. My fuck yes in life may certainly be what my humanness desires, what I would like to have more of, what I would like to be experiencing in my life. They're more the tangible elements within the material realm of existence, better relationships, more meaningful work, more money, to travel more. These are just some examples. Where the sacred yes is a connecting to the divine or the cosmic intelligence within. And often there's a reckoning that needs to happen. There is a letting go of attachments and aversions that the small self or the ego nature is holding on to allow something greater to happen or to move through. And there is often fear in that reckoning, because there is moving from a controlled, known state of experience into the unknown, into something beyond what I'm aware of. And there is a sense of uncomfortability, even slight trepidation. But this is actually a normal process of growth as the nervous system recalibrates to an expansion that I'm going through. This sacred yes, when we really connect deeply to it within ourselves, often will directly challenge our greatest fears, our resistances, but beyond that is the gifts that we have to bestow upon life. And this is really the true experience of natural, everlasting fulfillment, a joy, a bliss, a goodness that is felt within ourselves when these gifts are shared with the world and are freely shared with others. But of course, there are many obstacles. Walking the sacred yes path isn't an easy path, but it is a path where there is genuine and everlasting motivation and inspiration, because it's an energy that isn't connected to an outcome in this realm. Whether it does happen or doesn't happen becomes irrelevant. It is an energy that is connected through your divine connection, through your soul, the beingness that is everlasting within you, which that aspect of your consciousness deeply would love to experience and has committed to that path for your growth, your evolution, to know yourself in ways that you don't know yourself yet, which ultimately really means knowing yourself as divinity and walking the path of the divine and sharing your divine gifts in the world. One of the other blessings of the sacred yes is that the distortions or the many lies that the world we live in, it becomes easier to see through them as the spirit of truth is galvanized within your own heart. And the temptations of confusion, self-doubt, and the infinite number of other temptations, feeling unworthy, undeserving, become less believable as you galvanize the spirit of truth and love through your sacred yes within yourself. And it's always an inside out job. Other people on the path can be reminders, can be activators, can be contributors and supporters, but ultimately it only can really happen when you decide to know that within yourself. And I feel honored and blessed that I've had that opportunity this year in a new cycle and a new spiral of evolution and growth. And despite the many challenges and difficulties that I went through, particularly in 2022, I feel that the fields and the soils of this next chapter in my life is feeling ripe and ready. And I feel I'd like to share with you the sacred yes that has been galvanizing within my own spirit. And what feels alive and true and inspiring for me is to support others to really lead their life from their soul, to know themselves as a soul or eternal beingness, and to connect to the gifts that they have at that level, to be able to share that with the world, share that with others, share that with the world. And ultimately that is in service to be a force of good within the collective, to be able to co-create with other people. It is only really possible to co-create with others when there is a very deep anchoring of knowing who and what I am, knowing what my gifts are, and knowing what my contribution in life is. Because the path of co-creation is wrought with many challenges and difficulties. There's lots of shadow dynamics that play out with people. There's lots and lots of potential reasons why failure can come in. And so this first part is absolutely essential. But ultimately the next part or vision for me and what feels true is to work with others in that co-created form in service to regenerate the culture that we live in, to ultimately leave the world in a better place, and for us to be able to live in a society that is embedded within the sacred, where we are imbued with the divine principles of life, living in right way relationship with life, which ultimately creates the experience of aliveness, joy, meaning, fulfillment, expansion, and ultimately evolution for the benefit of life. So I look forward to sharing with you more about this topic and others. Feel free to share any comments in the section below. If you have any questions or any insights or any personal shares that you may wish to contribute, I'd love to hear about them. Until next time, see you later.